Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. We're here to do our first Q&A video for this week, leading up to what is the penultimate episode ever of the Walking Dead TV show. Still can't believe that. This is going to be our first Q&A video for this week. This one is going to be also discussing the variants that are acknowledged in episode 22 and give our thoughts. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today, this one's going to be doing another video for today, this one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. We are here to do our first Q&A video for this week leading up to episode 23 of The Walking Dead. Time to fuck shit up. Time to fuck shit up. So, very awesome episode of The Walking Dead yesterday. If you guys haven't seen the videos yet, of course, make sure to check out the review for episode 22 where we go in depth on episode 22, the penultimate, before the penultimate episode of The Walking Dead, and episode 23, predictions for the actual penultimate episode. So, anyway, let's get into this Q&A. So, got a lot of comments from you guys, got a lot of kind of feedback and a lot of reception from episode 22, and this one, luckily, I would say is more on the positive note than last week. Last week I saw so many angry fans. This week I've still seen a few people that don't like 22, but the general conception, the general kind of reception for this episode is it's good. It's a good episode. It's a good episode in general, and I think it's definitely an episode that a lot of people seem to enjoy. So starting off with Victoria, who says really enjoyed Negan. Negan is excellent as always, and they really enjoy everything in this episode, and everything with Negan. They really enjoyed everything in this episode, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, agreed. Negan, I mean, anytime Negan is on screen, anytime that we have Negan on the screen, you always kind of like it. Negan's one of those characters where you kind of sit there and you're like, shh, everybody, shut up. Negan's here. It's like, what's he gonna do? He's one of them type of characters where it's like, when Negan's on screen, you don't question it. You wait and see what he's gonna do, because even this episode, like, they kind of throw you through a bit of a twist. Like, it's like, oh, is he gonna turn on them? Like, is he gonna rat out Ezekiel? Is he gonna, do this sort of thing? And he doesn't, but it gets you wondering there for a minute, like, is he going to try to get Ezekiel killed? Is that what he's going to do? And then you find out that he's actually trying to save everybody. He's going to sacrifice himself, and he was good with that. He was good with doing that, but then as soon as Annie gets involved, it's like, nah, that's not what we agreed to. And I just love the scene so much, because Ezekiel and the rest come in, and it's like, if you have to kill one of us, then you're going to kill all of us, right? And man, that's insane. Because part of me feels like Ezekiel, when you see him standing there, part of me feels like he was going to let Negan just die. I don't really feel like Ezekiel gave a shit. But I think when Annie came in and then he saw how much Negan cared about her and how desperate he was and the situation that was going on, I think that's when Ezekiel was just like, okay, no, time to shut this shit down. Like, if a pregnant woman is getting killed and, Negan's there and she's dying, like, no, that's when Ezekiel draws the line. And I love how the rest follow, right? The rest follow, and you've got Magna, you've got Kelly, you've got Princess. They all just stand there and defend Negan. It's friggin' amazing. So, yeah. Really enjoy that scene. And, Mercer flipping as well, too, and I've even heard a lot of comments about that one as well, too, There were a few. I didn't grab any for the Mercer scene, but I really want to acknowledge it as well, too, because Mercer had such a badass scene. I mean, I love when Negan, kind of, like, was brought up during the Eugene trial, and he was like, yeah, I may not have been the one swinging the bat, but one person can change a lot. And you see Mercer, right, and it's just like, oh my god, like, that is so incredible. And I love it, because at the end of the episode, you're under the impression, like, at least I was, I'm just like, okay, like, Eugene's dead. Like, we're building up to a penultimate here, like, they're gonna kill Eugene. That's what's, that's what's about to happen. And when he takes off the bag off his head, and you see that angry look that Mercer has, and you're like, fuck, like, here we go. Like, yep, shit, here we go. Mercer, yeah, he's turned into an asshole, yeah, that's what it is. And he's like, time to fuck shit up. And he got the music, I'm like, fuck, man, you had me. Like, you actually had me for a minute there. Because I was like, son of a bitch, man. Like, Mercer, are you seriously just gonna, like, stand here and kill him? But, Nah, man, they throw you through a loop. And don't you love it? And this is another thing I'm actually curious to hear some responses of. Do you guys love how this has come back like full circle where Eugene was like full on savior, doesn't matter. I know there's bad shit going on, but I'm gonna, stay a savior this entire time. And then one person changes everything. You're fooled the entire time. You think all the way up to season 8, episode 15. Like, Eugene is full on savior. Nothing's going to change it. Doesn't matter any kind of convincing. That's what he is. And then at the last moment, he does something. Same thing with Mercer. Full on cop. Full on doesn't give a shit. Full on just, yeah, I'm going to accept what Pamela's doing. And then in the final moment, he's like, you know what? Let's go fuck shit up. And the one guy he says it to is the guy that flipped the bullets in the season 8 finale. That did the same thing. I think that's a brilliant callback that was definitely not acknowledged as much as it should have been. Next one comes from Brian Akeem, who says that it's kind of crazy that the biggest moment and the most exciting scene of the episode for him was Luke and Jules coming back in this episode. So yeah, that was a great scene. That was a great scene. I mean, seeing Luke come back after all this time, and Jules as well too. The actor for Luke, Dan Fogler, I believe is his name. I hope I'm not butchering that name, but it's Dan Fogler. I'm pretty darn sure. He was busy filming other stuff, right? So, we kind of had to wait on him. But I like it. It's actually weird. Like, is it weird for me to actually sit here and say, like, the return of Luke actually felt like an old classic character? Like, I know he hasn't been there for a while, but somehow the way they did it, they made it feel very cool. And it's like, oh my god, Luke, like, yeah, another familiar face, like, damn right. So, I don't know, it was actually more epic than I thought it would be, and, seeing him and Jules again was really, really awesome. And especially Jules, because, yeah, like, Luke has had screen time, but Jules has had not too much at all. So hopefully they can kind of give her maybe some more stuff, and same with Luke. I know I've heard some people theorizing, you Walking Dead fans are so friggin' sick. A lot of people are already like, yeah, the two of them are going to die next episode, Dan. Just wait for it. I'm like, my god, man, if they do that, I'm going to friggin' lose it. But, I don't know. Am I the only one that actually feels like maybe just let these two live? Let these two get a happy ending? Like, I know there hasn't been many deaths in this final season, like, at all. And that's a problem. I acknowledge that's a problem. But, my goodness, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like Luke and Jules should get out of this. I feel like these two kind of deserve to have a good ending. Especially with after everything that's gone down and them being gone for so long. I'd say let the guys live, to be honest, yeah. But that's just kind of my opinion. But I really enjoyed the return. I thought it was really, really awesome, and I thought it was very well done. Next one comes from Dust, who, this one, man, I could not agree more. The Negan scene was so good in episode 22 when they tell him to get on his knees before they're about to kill him. Problem is, there's a spinoff that took all the tension away. Exactly. Which sucks because I loved that scene so much. I loved the Negan, like, about to sacrifice himself and, like, get on your knees, and you got this, like, music that's playing. I'm like, dude, like, I would have been, I actually might have cried. Like, I don't cry for TV, but they were about to fucking shoot Negan. Yeah, I think I would have honestly at least shed a few tears there, to be honest. But in the back of my mind the entire time, I knew. I was like, this guy's gonna live. I'm happy he lives. I'm glad that Negan can continue on as a character, but, like, damn it, man. Like, why couldn't you have just told us about the spinoffs later? Like, I can't with that. That's such a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. Because for a final season, you can't tell me the tension wasn't there. Like, when Ezekiel are standing there, and the guards are there, and Annie's about to die, Negan's, like, all beat up, and he's forced to get on his knees. Like, such an amazing scene when it's ripped away by no tension. It sucks. It really does. But either way, amazing scene. Either way. As much as the tension, was taken away, I loved the scene. I thought it was amazing. And the one big last one that I wanted to touch on for today, this one is a big one that you guys were talking to me about in my comments section. I think I literally, no joke guys, I think I had like 10 to 20 comments that said the same thing. I think I had 10 to 20 comments at the least that said the same thing. So for all you that are asking this question, here it is. Dan, did you see the variant walker in the episode pick up the knife in the Walker Horde? So, yes, on a second rewatch, I did. And admittedly, the reason why it wasn't acknowledged in the review, and I do apologize for this, I had only watched the episode one time, and I must have been looking away, because as soon as I saw that the Commonwealth soldiers, like, weren't shining the light on them, I may have looked away from my screen and then just didn't notice it. But on a second time rewatching it, and I rewatched the episode again yesterday after I was done with the review, and yes, I did notice that, which is kind of cool because we're still building this variant thing, which I guarantee in the series finale, getting to see that herd, which that's kind of my prediction, if you guys didn't know, is that I think the series finale will be a fight against the variant horde. Which is going to be insane. But I'm definitely, I'm very excited to see how they handle the variants. I like that they're picking up stuff still, just like The Rock. Now one is picking up the knife, who I believe that was Lydia's knife that she dropped. So yeah, that's insane. But I did catch it. The second time over, I did catch it. I know a lot of people are like, man, you guys aren't, like, nobody's acknowledging the variant walker in the episode. And it was so quick that unfortunately I did miss it, and it was such a dark scene, and I may have been looking away from my screen because I was like, okay, Commonwealth is driving away. Okay, yeah, scene over. You know, I might have looked away for a quick minute, but yeah, definitely a cool scene, definitely a really cool moment for the episode, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see where the variant stuff goes, for sure. So, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, and of course, if you enjoyed episode 22, let me know in the comment section below. What did you think about episode 22? Is the episode aging well for you guys? Is it aging rather bad? Knowing, you know, as you guys know from my review, yeah, I thought episode 22 was amazing. So, anyway, very excited for the penultimate. We got a lot of Walking Dead content coming up this week leading up to the penultimate. I owe this entire channel and all the content to The Walking Dead. It's why I'm here. So yeah, you're gonna get your subscription feeds flooded with Walking Dead stuff, especially in these last few weeks now. Yeah, you guys, you're gonna get a lot of Walking Dead stuff for sure. So anyway, if you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any of that, make sure to click the subscribe button there on the channel so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Make sure to, of course, click that subscribe button, and of course, follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews to get more Walking Dead videos like this, and I'll see you guys really soon for more Walking Dead videos. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories, walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.